We got some really dumb and strict laws here in Australia. I mean, we are the country that banned some Nerf guns because they were a little bit too powerful. But let's not forget the greater tragedy, banning
Weed Mod for Minecraft Pocket Edition.
Hi, I'm Jaryd Giesen, and I'm going to be whinging about some laws today. Exhibit A, a bicycle.
I'm not a lawyer and I have absolutely no legal expertise. These only apply to New South Wales, Australia, and they might not even be correct, but I'm pretty sure they are, so don't take my word for it.
We're just going to do a little pre-ride check, not for safety, but to avoid having to sell all my personal belongings to pay a fine. Brakes work. It has a bell. Now I don't have a light, but I'm not going to be riding at night. Helmet on. I mean, this has been pretty reasonable so far. I was just making sure I was calming down because you cannot ride furiously. It literally says furiously. I'm not currently drunk, and fun fact, you can actually lose your car license if you ride a bicycle drunk. Did you see that? I just broke the law. What did I do? I rode on the footpath. Punishment? Death. So you can understand why I'm afraid to make Exhibit B, a concealed weapon. Well, this isn't actually the weapon, I've kind of just taped something to it. The real one's gonna... Kingsman is the not really for kids spy movie with all the stuff and you know what I mean, but they've got the shoes with the knife hidden in them, and when you tap your heels together the knife comes out. I've been wanting to make them for a while now, but I've been wanting to make them as flip-flops because it's funnier and more Australian. So I've seen a heap of these made before, but all of them are highly illegal here. And none of them have the clicky heel with your tap and then the knife comes out. And I really want to make it because there's a bit of a design challenge and it's pretty fucking badass. So I've just discovered this amazing life hack. It's called planning, right? And so what happens is you think of something in your brain, right? And then you write it down before you do it, and it makes things so much easier. Like recently, it's been revolutionary. Anyways, so I've got a knife here, right? And then I've got, sorry, not a knife. And then it's being pulled forward by springs and that pulls it out. But then this is the tricky part, this mechanism that stops it from pulling forward when you've pushed it back. And that's going to be like momentum based. So like when if it's traveling and then it stops, and then there's a little weight in here that keeps traveling and then it lets the knife forward. And hopefully, if my math is correct, you should be able to get away with just a spring and just need to grab one of that. Oh, there it is. Oh, ah! Now we can get started on. Oh, all right. Oh! Well, that worked perfectly. Like, there's nothing else to say. It worked. Oh, that is so powerful. Does it work with one spring though? That is the question. It works on one. Well, that saves a lot of time because it works perfectly. I think I'll shrink it down and see how it goes in another. It works. Alright, so I've made a few design improvements. It's a lot smaller of a footprint and the knife also actually comes out a lot more. I've put this groove in to just make this run a lot smoother. The mechanism is a lot better. I think I'll make one more version because there's just a few little things I want to tweak. But I need the shoes for that so I can see like how big of a footprint I can spread out to and all that stuff. But the shoes were meant to get here about 7,500 minutes ago. No, that's a terrible joke. Don't worry, these are for another big project that involves a lot of thongs. So I've been tinkering around a little bit, and I finished making... Nah, I won't do that to you again. So first I gotta grind down this fork a little bit because it's a little bit too thick to fit in there. And then I gotta take down the edge of that knife because, as it is, the second that I put this lid on, it becomes a highly illegal weapon. Oh, no, oh! Let's do some flip-flop surgery. Oh my fucking god. I thought that was gonna take 2 hours, but it took 8. It has just been one colossal failure after another. First I didn't glue it deep enough, then I glued it the wrong way, so I glued it back the correct way, but because I had it flipped around, it was actually glued around the first way. And then because I ripped it up multiple times, I had to reprint something, and then I couldn't use that, so I had to restart there, and then I didn't have it long enough because I didn't prepare for this. And then something failed in there, so I had to take it out, and then I had to cut this down to... They're finally done though, but as a reward, I also got thousands of these little cancer cubes, I like to call them. Somebody let me know if I'm gonna get terminal illnesses from the flip-flop dust everywhere. But you gotta admit, like, if you're gonna get a terminal illness, it's pretty funny to get it from flip-flop utensils. So I don't think I've explained the whole fork thing yet. So I haven't made a concealed knife. I've made a set of novelty eating utensils that just happen to retract into a flip-flop like a set of concealed weapons. Alright. We need to pop them in first. I'm trying to do that through the camera. Alright. Ready? It's faster than you can see. It's just, oh, if that was real, I would be f***ing terrified of that. Who knew $1 flip-flops would be so not durable? Sorry about the terrible audio quality. My lav mic just kicked the bucket, but that doesn't surprise me because I've been playing tug of war with it for like 3 years now, so you're probably wondering what the ham is. I got Hambone here to test out my new eating utensils on, and it's not because pigs are like humans in testing, and I think I remember seeing that on Mythbusters like 10 years ago. I just want to kick something meaty and see how it goes. Alright, let's say Hambone here, he's been talking a little bit of smack, right? Talking about your Ender 3 upgrades. He didn't notice your abnormally thick flip-flops yet. Big mistake, because you hit him with a there we go. And then he's talking smack, something like that, and you go, and you hit him with it. Dog shot! Get him while he's on the ground! Get him while he's on the ground! Get him while he's on the ground! Get him while he's on the fucking ground, man! Smash that.